Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Thursday. All right, guys, so we're back to talk about this rumor that's been going around, and it's Lala Kent and Tom Schwartz. Now, I told you guys this that I did not believe this rumor for a second just because he's definitely not her type. I mean, granted, I saw in some of the comments where people were like, well, Randall wasn't her type either. Yeah, well, she thought Randall had a fat wallet. So I think that kind of changes things. But if you go through and you watch the Valley, or if you watch like the after show, you'll hear her say that her and Brittany Cartwright have similar tastes in men. And that Jax wasn't Brittany's. Well, we'll get into all of it. Before we jump in, guys, if you haven't already, go ahead, pop off in the comment section. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And I apologize in advance for not having my camera on, but listen, we're in a hotel and I can't help the Wi-Fi. However, that's not going to stop me from bringing you all the shh. So let's do this. All right, guys, so time to rat-tat-tat-tat, especially when it comes to Lala Kent, because at the end of the day, this rumor has been everywhere. Is Lala Kent secretly dating Tom Schwartz? Schwartzy. First of all, Tom Schwartz couldn't even handle Lala. Let me just say that. And secondly, thank God they are addressing this. Let me just kind of bring it back to where it started. So after she appeared on Tom Schwartz's Detox Retox podcast, there was a lot of speculation that came out that maybe they were not just dating, but actually living together. Now, I didn't think that that would be a thing unless she ended up moving her brother into the house, because I believe she has a guest house out back. And unless he was trying to move into the guest house and pay her rent, but I just don't see that happening because then she would be too much in his business. And also, I think that he really likes his townhouse. And his townhouse, the balcony is shared. It's like you guys saw it on last week's episode of The Valley. The balcony is shared with Jax Taylor's balcony, which means it's kind of like, I feel like it's like The Hangover. It's like two bachelors going back to their frat boy days. But back to it. So there were a lot of whispers that came from this, and there was even a comment that was posted by somebody who was claiming to recognize them at a bistro in Los Angeles, which I have a funny clip to play for you guys because Lala Kent is like a restaurant, maybe a lounge, but a bistro. What's a bistro? Lala, wake up, girl. But on the July 1st episode, Tom joked, if it's on the internet, it must be true, right? Which clearly we know he's being a smart aleck. And I think at this point, anybody would because it's just a ridiculous rumor. But Lala did reply and she said, what the f is going on? I'm going to play the clip for you guys. Here we go. Let's just put it in Lala's words. I don't want to speak for her.
So I was told where this rumor came from about me and Tom Schwartz dating. And it stems from some girl in a comment section saying, La and Tom are dating. I know this to be true because they're always at this bistro that I work at. And he's always flipping the bill. My question is, number one, bistro. Highlight, underline, question mark. Bistro? Like a restaurant? Yes. Even a coffee shop I would get. But like bistro, how random. I literally had to Google what is a bistro because I was like, this is like so specific. And like, are there a lot of bistros in LA that I don't know about? But I think it's safe to say, you guys, with just that one comment and y'all taking it and running and thinking you've solved something. I mean, you certainly would not be solving my murder. I mean, I'm a little let down.
Okay, so now you guys heard it from her in her own words. She's letting us know, no, I am not dating Tom Schwartz. But also a bistro, by the way, guys, just like a fun little tidbit. My third job was at a place called Blue Orchid Bistro in Sequatchie County. And honestly, I kind of like a bistro. So maybe get with the program, Lala. But again, it was a Bravo fan account, Bravo and Cocktails, that actually quoted the anonymous source saying that they are actually together. I see them all the time at the bistro I work at, and he's always picking up the bill. However, I think it's fair to say that they're just friends. And even on the podcast, they're dynamic. It's very light, it's playful. She looks at him sort of like a brother. They have funny banter. And I think that she really likes him, especially now that he's not with Katie. And I don't really think that her and Katie are that close. But she did say, I don't think that I've thought about men in a romantic way in a very long time. And I feel like it'll all come one day when it's supposed to. And Tom even confirmed that he's currently single and he's not with Sophia Squirrel anymore. And as long as he's not with the little wild one, why do I always forget her name? The one that wore her hat backwards and Sheena tried taking it off her. I don't know. It'll come back to me. That's how important she was on the show. But no, they're not dating. They're not living together. Now, there's another thing that I wanted to play for you guys because I think that this is getting a little out of hand. And I'm not quite sure why everybody is turning on Janet Caperna the way that they are in the Valley. But now she's receiving so much hate on social media. And literally people are telling her to go take her own life. They're wishing ill on her baby. It's just gotten way out of control. Let me play the clip for you. I mean, it's actually kind of sick, so I'm going to give you a trigger warning on this one. Here we go.
Weird to me, but I think people are not understanding the compounding of what's happening in your DMs. So I'm just going to read a couple more, and they are just really, really not nice. I hope you die a slow and painful death. You are so ugly. Are you actually a man? So here we have some weird transphobia happening as well. You look like a man. You are evil, and I wish death upon you. Piece of shit. Okay. It's a shame your son is still breathing. You little N-word lover. This is horrifying.
That account's been really bad.
Oh my God. Oh, she still goes. Janet's still breathing, responding to your stories. Janet's still breathing, I see. Making your profile private, laughing emojis. You're seeking attention. It's so weird. You're seeking attention, yet this woman can't stay out of your DMs hoping you die. This is really sick. It would be great if you accidentally break something. It's a shame you came to full term. Your mom should have fallen on a hanger.
And don't mention my other family members' names that she also mentioned in that, which was really, this person actually went and looked up real family members' names and started listing like extended family members of mine.
That's so creepy. This is, I think, oh my God, where do we even like begin to address this? Or like, obviously there's no condoning, but that's so weird to me. But I think people are not understanding the compounding of what's happening in your DMs. So I'm just going to.
Okay, guys. So I just want to speak on this for a minute because this is actually really, really sick. And you know, what's wild to me is it hits a little, not to make this, of course, I'm not making this about myself, but even being on YouTube, like I'm not on a Bravo show, right? But sometimes it's funny right now. Well, this isn't funny, but right now I'm in Orlando with Jason and one of our best friends, Melissa. And we went to dinner last night and she said, do you remember when we were at this bar, Rafiki Tiki in Palm Beach? And she's like, do you remember, Adam, you like started crying at the bar? And I was going through the comments and it was like, you ugly piece of shit. I hope you like take your own life. It was crazy. But in a weird way, it's almost like when you put yourself out there, you have to sort of compartmentalize and desensitize yourself of these things that are being said and take the emotional component out of it. And I know that that sounds like really hard to do because technically it is. It's not a normal thing. But truly, if you want to survive or you want any sort of longevity with being on a platform, you cannot dive into the comments. The comments are sick. And there are so many people, and usually they have a dog emoji or some stupid avatar or something. They always hide. I call them keyboard warriors. I think that that's like pretty much the universal word. So I feel like everybody calls them that or term. But it is sick. And, you know, I hope that Janet Caperna does not take this stuff to heart. And I hope that this person, honestly, I hope that they find out where this person is sending these comments from and send them, I don't know, sue them, send them a cease and desist, report them to the authorities, something. But I want to hear what you guys think. Guys, pop up in the comment section. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. I love you guys, and just be nice to people. Tomorrow's the 4th of July. Sunday's my birthday. So birthday wish, just be kind in the comments. Bye.